Do you get mad at your family for trying to help you with your anxiety or OCD? I'm going to talk to you all about how to motivate yourself and not get mad at your family. Stay tuned. That's what's up next. Hi, my name is Natasha Daniels and I'm a child therapist and I make videos for kids with anxiety and OCD. Today I want to talk to you about your family. Sometimes they love you, sometimes they annoy you, sometimes you think they're awesome, and sometimes you want them gone, right? We all feel that way. But when you have anxiety or OCD, the issues can be a little bit bigger than that because maybe your mom and dad really want to help you. And maybe they're constantly talking to you about using your skills, use your coping mechanism, take deep breaths, relax, think of something else, not that big of a deal, whatever they say to you. And you have to realize that as a parent, like watching your kids struggle with these issues is super hard. And I get that it's harder to actually have these issues. So how do we make it better? Well, for starters, it's important to realize that this is your deal. This is your journey. I always tell kids who come into my practice, I say, hey, you know what? This is not your mom and dad's anxiety or OCD. This is yours. And so, you're going to grow up, you're going to move out of the house, and they're going to move on to retirement, and you're still going to have your anxiety or OCD. So this is your journey. It's your battle. They're just there to support you. It's like if you played soccer, your coach wouldn't go out there on the field for you and be like, just move over. You don't know the moves. We talked about this, but just move over and I'll score the goal. Well, that would be weird, right? And everybody would be like, why is the coach on the field? This isn't his game. He's just supposed to help. It's the same thing with anxiety and OCD. Your parents are there to support you, but they're not there to fight it for you. So why don't you help them help you? Instead of getting angry with them when they're trying to tell you to use your skills and your coping mechanisms, talk to them. One, let them know when you're feeling anxious, or let them know when you're stuck, when you're having an OCD thought or an anxiety thought, or when you want to avoid something because you're so nervous. A lot of times parents don't know this. We're not psychic. Sometimes my kids are really nervous to do something and they look like they're just being difficult. And finally, when I'm like, why won't you do this? They say, because I'm scared, okay? Guess what? That really helps me because then I can help them problem solve and I can say, I had no idea. What can I do to help you? Now, I always say that to my kids. I say, what can I do to help you? What do you need? Because it's not my job to fix it. It's their job to think about, how do I get out of this situation? What would make me feel a little bit better? So when you're feeling nervous, the first thing is you want to start communicating that to your mom and dad. Second, think about what will help you in the moment. So if you have panic, if you get panic attacks or anxiety attacks, make a list before you have them and say, these are the things that I like to do that help me and make me feel better. So that when I'm having one, I can remind myself. With older kids, I'll tell them, make a video of yourself talking to yourself and say, look, dude, you have panic attacks. You're not having a heart attack. You're fine. This is what happens when you have a panic attack. You need to go and do blah, blah, blah. Don't say blah, blah, blah. Say whatever you can do that will relax you. So you want to be proactive. Proactive means coming up with a plan before you have an issue. So if you know that you get anxious or you know that something triggers your OCD, make a plan before it happens. Write it down. Also, tell your family, when I'm feeling this, it helps if you can do that. And if you have to write a sheet out and say, when I'm feeling anxious, it helps if you do this. It helps if you don't talk to me. Or it helps if you hold me. Or it helps if I can just watch TV. Or it helps if whatever. Write it down if you need to and work on it with your mom and dad and post it somewhere. And if you don't want to do that, just put it on your phone or even just have a conversation about it and say, look, when I'm feeling panicky, this is what I need you to do to help me. If your mom and dad are working harder than you on your anxiety or OCD, then you're not going to get better. And I'm not saying that to be like mean. I'm saying that because it's your job and your journey to get through this. And we're all here to support you. I'm here to support you virtually. Your mom and dad or whoever is in your family is there to support you. But at the end of the day, you have to go on that soccer field metaphorically, and go play the game yourself, because no one's going to play the game for you. So start thinking about what helps your anxiety. Because if your mom and dad just run around making everything better for you so you never have to worry, you're going to go out into the real world and it's going to be kind of scary because you haven't learned how to deal with it. So I want you to go sit in the driver's seat. This is your road. This is your journey. And they are just in the passenger seat saying, hey, what can we do to help? But you're the one steering. I hope that you find the sparkle in everything you do, and I will talk to you next Thursday.